What got you here to the conscious view?
Well, mine has been a long journey as well. As a child, I was really lost. I didn't know what was going on, completely unconscious, like I was moving through molasses. I couldn't make sense of life at all, and basically just followed along with what everybody else was doing and letting other people define reality for me. And eventually I found myself, I joined, at the same time I was observing. I wasn't understanding, but I was observing and I was seeking, trying to understand. At one point in my mid-20s, I joined a spiritual community, and that sort of brought together the both sides. I was letting somebody else define reality for me big time because it was pretty much a cult, and I was also seeking. And it was really a very, very painful experience, intense experience that lasted 22 years. And at one point, during one particularly difficult time, I made a deal with God that if God would get me through what it was that I was going through at that time, that I would help others. And in retrospect, I can see that from that point on, I had more and more of a conviction that I was meant to be a healer. And I also learned from this experience what happens when you give your whole defining of reality to someone else. It was very, very clear how negative and how destructive it can be. And so somewhere in there, I woke up. I began to see things much more clearly. And then I focused on, I was studying A Course in Miracles for a while, and I got my NLP and Timeline Master Practitioner. And eventually, when I started working with clients, I took a stand on life is meant to work. For some reason, that's what my life up to that point had finally brought me to. And it's like I walked through a portal, and I started tapping into a whole body of information or knowledge that I hadn't known was there. And I've been tapping into that for the past 15 years, which is the life is meant to work thought system that I now teach. So I've come from total unconsciousness to pretty conscious. So.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So